Right. This particular video focuses on, I don't know, this particular
Setting up
focus on Deriv now. I think we have more time. Yeah. All right. It focuses on Deriv. Now, Deriv platform is actually different. TradingView is different from the normal TradingView. It just focuses on Deriv currency pair. Now, what you do once you're on this particular Deriv platform is just search for charts, charts.deriv.com. It's going to load up and give you a view. Like this one I'm doing now, that is loading now is a new chart. All right, what you do once the chart open, please right click so that you easily locate it. You click on pin, then you pin it there. I already have mine here. All right, this one is showing volatility 24, and this one is showing no is showing volatility 1S 1 hour time frame. Like I said, Forex is not difficult. Anything you are saying that seems difficult to you is not difficult. If you know it, it will never be difficult. If you feel anything is difficult, your mindset made it so. All right. So again, I always sing it to your ear. Nothing is difficult. Now, I have a chart here. Can you see my chart now?
yes, I'm seeing it.
All right. Oh, Mr. Sebastian, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Sorry.
thank you, sir.
I actually shared a link. It was you I actually shared the link to earlier, but because you're not online and Precious is online, I have to share the link to her. And we have been doing some lookouts on TradingView, the setup and all that. So
Okay, no problem.
I'm going to drop the videos anyway. I'm going to drop the video. Now,
Okay.
thank God you came online. Um, I know a lot of things are confusing you. Even me at some point, I feel confused on some things, but still. I find solution to things I feel I'm confused on. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we are currently working on is how to set up our trading view, either Deriv or the normal trading view chart, so that if you have a good environment where you're analyzing your charts, like you have clarity to what you are doing, you picture what you are doing clearly. You see the chart as it is, not the way you see the chart. You understand? There's something in your mind you say, I feel this is going to happen. I think this should happen. If you have a clear setup, you have a good environment, like you'll be able to like either study, do analysis very well without any form of confusion. Now, I actually have this particular setup. I have different charts. I'm coming.
Okay.
I have different charts. Let me come here. The Rift 2. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
All right, I have a chart here. It's still loading. Let me come to my setting. At some point, when we start training bar, here's one of my charts on the reef. You see it?
Ye- Yes, I can see
So
your chat.
yes, I have different setup on the reef anyway, and different chart for different purpose. Like some we say this guy is copying chart from different platform. Oh. You don't understand him. Oh. Like I have different charts and different setup. Like I have meaning to any chart. I
I noticed the chat you posted on Caleb community today. It was like it's not like normal your blue and white
Yes,
stuff.
like I have a setup here. This is just red and white. Let me show you another setup. I have red and green. Sorry, I have S and R. This one is for a particular setup, like just like using trend line strategy, but I've not started chatting on this platform. Sorry, it's still loading. As you can you see this setup here?
Yes, I can see.
And here is my normal, how will I put it? This is the one you have, the blue and white.
I'm not seeing the blue and white.
You are not seeing the blue and white.
No.
It's showing black and white.
Yeah, it's showing
Okay,
black and white.
this is the blue and white. Can you see it now?
Yes, I'm
Yes, I can see it.
See this, my lovely trade. Do you notice I have one pink line here? Do you see this pink line? Pink line. These are actually my zone. I know that market is going to come back
Yes.
and retrace back and did 1:8 ratio. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you this strategy I use for boom and crash later. It's just boom and crash only. Boom 1,000 and crash 1,000. I just want us to understand what brought us together very well. So if you are diversifying, it's going to be a plus to you, which is this market structure and liquidity. I want us to understand it very well. We'll be going to class one-on-one. You share your screen with me. You explain to me how you analyze the charts. I will understand you. I know the area you are having pain, the area you are having confusion. If you are getting it wrong, I will now share my screen or correct you on the screen. So it's not just going to be like me be on the chart, I'll be explaining things, long story. No, it's going to be a scenario where you share your screen, explain to me what you are analyzing on the screen. Will be your students, your teachers. At a point in time, if you have any confusion or you are getting it wrong, I can step into the market and also assist in explaining. So that's how our training is going to be. All right. Whenever we have a Zoom call, that's how it's going to be. We are going to like analyze the charts together. So I'm coming. I want to show you in case you may have different concepts of setup you want to be using. It all depends on you. You know, if you have a good setup that you can understand, like you can follow through, and you can remember there was a time I was posing red and black very well. And also there was a time, yes, and there was a time I don't think I posted this just few time. So I have different setup on my Deriv. So basically, I'm going to be using this particular setup for explanation and how to set up your Deriv. We're going to be using this black and white. So first thing first, once you come to your screen, this bid class is just to show us how to set up our trading platform where we analyze trade. So what we do is you come to your setting. All right, I have, what do I have here? uh okay, these are my setup. My wick is black, everything is black. I just want to keep this particular setup simple. Let's say you want to change this to blue, you click on blue, everything is going to be blue. All right, everything is going to be blue, including the wick. So this is what I have currently, but it's not looking fancy like the way I want it. I just want to keep this particular chart simple. And the only concept I'll be trading using this chart with is structure and liquidity concept. Yes. If I want to do my liquidity concept analysis, I use this concept mostly. All right. So you can use any format you want to do. Like you can scaling. I always leave it by default. Then I can come to the appearance. Like if you want watermark to be showing, currently now there's no watermark showing here. There's no watermark showing. Now, if you want watermark to be showing, you come to the setting, click on appearance, then there's a box here you can tick. You click on watermark. So once you click on watermark, it's going to show. As you can see, look at the watermark now. But it's like it's contradicting my chart pattern. What I'm going to do is to reduce the opacity so that it will be very, very faint to 40%. I think this is fine now.
How much?
So the next thing is the tools we're gonna be using for Deriv. All right. So and before we talk about time frame is very, very significant. So once you come to time frame on the drop down arrow on Deriv, the highest you can have is 24-hour time frame. You have the 24 hours, select the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. Once you select that, it's going to outline. And there are reasons behind this thing. We'll need it later in the future. Then talking about the chart view, if you want the candlestick, I normally use line charts and the candles. So you favorite the two. Then talking about the basic tool arsenal, your gun, like the tools you use in analyzing trade. Now, let's go to the trend line. Once you click on the trend line, make sure you mark the trend line, the horizontal line, the horizontal ray, the vertical. Let me the cross line. I don't really need this cross line, but let me add it. Then the parallel channel. I used to use it most time. I will explain them. Then coming to, I have the Fibonacci. And the second two I'm going to add is my Gantt box. I did not explain the Gantt box on TradingView, Precious.
I think it's 50. I don't
No,
remember.
I only talked about it, but I did not explain the setup. So coming to the brush, just make sure you mark this, the poline, part, the circle, rectangle, and highlighter. They are very, very useful. Then the long and short, you mark these are the two. So once you have this, like I have here, I think you are good to go. Now, explaining the Fibonacci tool, I think here's my Fibonacci tool. Let me bring it closer to Gambos. Okay, here's my Fibonacci tool. Let me start from that. Let's say this is my 1 hour time frame. I have, okay, let me use trend line first. No, let me start from the Fibonacci tool. I want to explain in a way you won't get confused. Normally, we use trend line most time. Let me start with the trend line. We have a market shift here. Normally, I love editing this. Any tool you pick, like trend line is just to mark your change of character, the direction and bearing of the market. But once you mark it, you can actually edit it. I can change this to, you click on text, you can write BOS. But this is change of character. It's still the same thing as market shift. I use MS. Select top, you can add it to the top. This is how to add right up to your tools. Then I love using this dotted line most time. All right, this 1 hour time frame. Then I'm saving this chart. I've not saved this chart before. Volatility VIX
Please,
150.
please, I want to know how to save charts because most times after analyzing, if I come back, I won't see anything again.
Yes, I'm going to explain how to save charts. Like this chart now, I've not saved it before, so I'm saving it now. Once you click on save, it will give you a view to save the chart. So you click on save chart. Now, I've saved the charts. Anything you are doing, just control save on your system, or you click on this arrow here. Just come here, click on save, or you control S. It save automatically. So now, let's say we have a market shift here. This this shows that the markets have changed direction. So we pick our trend line. We have a break of structure. This is not obvious because this is on a lower time frame. This is a break of structure on a lower time frame. Most time, this is my next break of structure. We have a break of structure here. But what I do most time, let me save this as break of structure. Come to text, BOS. We're going to talk about this later. I'm just trying to explain how to use this tool for us. We have a break of structure. You can pick this, clone it, and paste it on the next line. So this is the next break of structure. Can you see now? So we have next break of structure. Then if for us to get another break of structure on 1 hour time frame, then we can clone this again. We'll be expecting another break of structure, waiting for market to break this high. So it means we have our lower high. Sorry, we have our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So that is that about the trend line and how to edit the trend line. Now, you can actually change the color of these two. Like if I want to change this color from black, I can change it to red. This is the text.
Okay, but my question, this market shift, is it the same thing as change of character?
Yes, it's the same thing as change of character. I just, if I write COCH now, it will be very, very big. Let's say I'm having a small change of character now. It will not cover everywhere.
Okay.
You understand? So it's still the same. I just love using MS to be simple and brief. So now, once you have your market shift, like let's say this market shift, you want to change the line. You can change the color to blue, change the color to anything you want. And any line you draw, let's say you don't want your line, this line you are drawing, all this line, break of structure, you don't want it to show on 4 hour. You don't want it to show on daily. Because if you change this thing to a daily time frame, it will like your chart will be very, very rough. Like what I do most time, like this market shift now, I only want to see it on 1 hour and lower time frame. I'll come to visibility. As you can see, it's on 1 hour. If you want it to show on 4 hour, you drag it. Any time frame you want it to show, you drag it. So I want it to show only on 1 hour. So if I go on 4 hour now, I'm not going to see this market shift to be in. So you can play around it. You understand what I'm saying? So now we make use of our trend line. Now, let's say I'll be using this Fibonacci at last, but not now. For the horizontal line, most time I used to use it if I want to mark the major zone, all right, where market has reacted and bounced back, all right. So here is an example. I marked a major zone there, so you can use the horizontal line to mark out major zone, either to mark either the support or the resistance, just like this. All right, I just want to use this view. We can actually zoom in so that we see what we are doing, but for clarity's sake, let us focus on what we have currently. Now, the next two is the long and short. All right, this is what I have currently as my long and short color. So the long and short is just to know our targets, where we are going to take profit and where we are going to take our loss. Then the rectangle through is, let's say, to mark out our order block, our supply and demand zone. Then the part two is, let's say you want to mark your lower high, lower low. I mean, it's not picking. You want to mark your lower low, lower high, lower low. You can actually change settings also. But I don't love using it. I prefer using let me reduce it to 2. It's too big. I prefer using the poline tool. Let's say I mark my low using the poline tool, low, high. This one will not even stress you, 1 click. I love using the poline tool. Hope you can get it now.
Yes.
So we're gonna delete this right away. Then the next thing is, we'll talk about trend line, the horizontal ray. Let's say you want to mark this and say, okay, I want to analyze trade from this point. Let me change this color to blue. I want to analyze trade from this point. Come in. Any tool you select, it will give you setup button where you can edit it. You want to analyze trade from this place to this place. It's going to show you, like, it's just for you to, like, since we can't back test on TradingView, we can use the horizontal tool to mark the zone where we're going to be testing our trade. Then we have the highlighter. The highlighter is for you. Maybe you don't want to be marking trend line. You can say higher, lower, low, the lower high, lower, low, lower high. You can just mark where the lower low and the lower high is. Then let's say you have a trend. Let me delete this. Let's say you have a trend. For example, you have a trend. Are we all following?
Yes.
All right. Let's say we have a trend. This horizontal line now, this parallel horizontal line, you see it under trend line. You can then, how will I put it? Once you click on it, let's say you want to follow trend and be marking your chart. As you can see, we currently have a trend, as you can see now. And the market is currently respecting the trend on 1 hour time frame.
This one is the parallel, right?
Yes. You can mark the trend from where the eye is. Why is this thing misbehaving? Let me get the trend. Let me bring this down. You see that it's following the trend.
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
So let's say, since the trend is following the trend, you can enter trade from this particular point. I'm coming. Let me bring this down. As you can see, it's tapping to the trend and it's respecting the trend quickly. Let's say you are trading with let me zoom this in so that we have a clearer view. I'm using this particular face as an example anyway. Let's say we are using the Fibonacci tool. I think we'll be using the Fibonacci tool now. Let's say you want to be trading with the Fibonacci tool from trend to trend. So once you pick it from here, you'll be expecting to enter trade in this zone at 70 and 59. If trade come to that place, you enter for buy and you look to take your trade from this point. The next break of structure. It's not going to violate your break of structure. Share you get now.
Yes.
Then you wait for another setup. Like people that trade parallel, which is trend line. So let me reduce this now. This one hits our TP. Like this one now that is going again. You pick your Fibonacci tool from the low. See, there are a lot of strategy in trading. You come here, you look to enter trade. You pick out this 70 and 59. You wait for trade to tap to that particular zone. Then you pick up your tool, long tool. If you miss out of trade now, your take profit now should be the next break of structure or the next high that reverse. You come down, just monitor this trade on VIX 150. You see what I'm telling you. That is why it's good to make your stop loss bigger. Because normally now, if I remove the trend line, as you can see, you see two setup that is sitting there. And it will keep respecting this channel. Like for people who trade now, some people will trade to some point and they'll be waiting for either a breakout. Like market should break out.
Break out of the channel.
Yes, break out of the channel and retest a particular case and start coming down. Discover that you see a fair value gap. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me zoom up. You discover that there's a fair value gap here, or we have, let me use this tool. We have a support zone here. Market will now retest and start coming down. Sure, you understand? Like people that trade trend line, breakout and retest. There's nothing big in those
What is
strategies. It's
breaking,
just
sir? Really breaking.
it's just the setup. So can you identify two setup that I just talked about here? Like people that trade channel. You see, when they put their Fibonacci from year to year, they enter trade, go up, and it doesn't violate what we have as based on normal strategy from the last class we have the break of structure. As you can see, it came to the break of structure. You take your TP and wait for another setup. Pick up your Fibonacci tool from year to year, and you look for another setup. But if you are drawing, take note of the other block. Very, very important. And you can use the wick as this other block. Then it means you'll be expecting trade because all the tools in your hand is what you are going to use as your arsenal to enter the trade. So you can enter from this particular point because you're already entering from a particular demand zone. If you see the other block here, then your TP now will be in the next break of structure. Then you reduce this. All right, these are how to use this tool. So now I'm coming. It means we'll be expecting this market to do something like this, go up, either break of structure, come down again. As it's coming down, you look for another setup, which is something like this. You pick up your Fibonacci tool. If you want to be trending, following the trend. If you remember, if you've been following me, I always say the trend is your friend at times. Then you pick out your long tool, but your focus should be on any demand and supply zone at level 50 because you only buy at discount zone and
It's that premium zone.
yes, no, you sell at premium zone and buy at discount zone. Then be looking forward to pick another trade from this particular point. I'm not teaching just how to use this tool. That is what I'm teaching now. I'm not teaching any fucking strategy for now. But you're having view of what you see people when you see people dropping setup. Once you see people dropping setup, you should know why they are taking the trade. Then you'll be looking to take profits at this particular point. Meanwhile, our normal break of structure is there. Now, most time it will be very, very good before you take trade. Like as you can see now, markets tap into it. You always wait for a change of character before you confirm your trade. Discover that market was coming down, like was coming down from this point, was coming down from this point. And normally we are supposed to enter trade and buy up. Always wait for a change of character. I'm just trying to shift this in. Based on the last class we had, I never talked about this because I don't want to confuse you. Like, wait for a change of character. And that means you go to a lower time frame. Though everything I'm doing is just in a higher time frame, and I'm only explaining how to use this tool. It means on a lower time frame, you look for demand zone on lower time frame, just like this as a demand zone. After you mark out your first zone, you now wait for market to do a change of character, break the small, create a market shift here. Then as it's going back, your mind will now be confident that the market is now going up. If the market don't do change of character, it's not advisable to enter trade because the market may end up coming here and continue
Taking
going
you.
down. But once market break this small low, if you go on a lower time frame now, you discover that you have something here, a change of character here that broke this low. Let's go to 15-minute time frame to see what I'm saying. Can you see what I'm saying now? If you go to lower time frame, it will be more clearer to you for you to see. If you go, we have low, high, low, high, and we have low. There's a change of character on still on our zone. Normally, be looking forward to pick trade from this particular zone. I'm sorry for digressing, but I hope I'm making sense. We'll be looking for taking trade
Yes, yes.
directly from here like this. Here you get. but it's not advisable because anything can happen. So the best thing is when market has tapped to your zone, go to lower time frame and wait for a change of character. So here is a change of character, market shifts. So now that markets have created a change of character, then you now mark out your new zone and refine it. So here's our demand zone now. So we'll now wait for market. That is going to confirm that, okay, we already have a change of trend. So it means as market will come to this zone and is going up, you wait for market to break this zone. Once market break this zone, you know that the trend has changed. As it's coming down, you now look forward to take trade. You see, this one did not tap to it. It created low. Now that it has created high, like on 1 hour time frame, did not created something visible for us to see. But on lower time frame, we can see it. We can see the direction of the market. So if H1 is buying, 15 minutes to must be buying. 1 minute to must be buying. You must make sure you have the same direction. So this one, I'm coming, please. Discover that this one came down, still did not tap into it, but finally tap into it. That's why you need to put your stop loss a bit small and discover that it started buying up now. And as you can see now, the market is currently buying, and buying. So let me just remove all drawing. So that is that about all those two. If you want me to bring it back, I can still bring it back anyway. Let me go back to H1. So the next two we're gonna be talking about now is call out to. Maybe you see a setup and you don't want to forget what you saw there. You can just write anything with the toolbox. Then we have the horizontal
Please,
ray.
what tool do you use?
Okay, this call out to, once you come to this place, you come to under annotation tool. See it here. I already started call out to. All right, I'm coming. Let me remove this parallel. I was explaining most time. I don't use it most time anyway. I don't make use of it. This thing I want to remove. Let me now remove this now and zoom this back. You may recall that previously I was marking the higher high and the lower low. So I want to talk about the next two now. We have less than 4 minutes. Let me see how I'm going to be fast about it. We have our break of structure. Now, the next two is the horizontal ray. Now, the horizontal ray, if you are trading, you need to trade in line with the direction of the market. So how do you use the horizontal ray? Once you pick it, you know that your focus should be between the high and the low. Here you get. So here is our low, the last low that broke the high. You mark it, then we have not created a break of structure at this point. We delete this. You mark out the horizontal ray at this point. So it means if we are going to be looking for trade, for example, now here you are using the supply and demand concept, you are using market structure, liquidity concepts, like any structure you are using, you just know that you are trading within this zone, the high and the low. And what are you going to do? Since you've marked out this zone, the next thing you're going to do is to bring out your premium and discount zone. You pick it from the low. Then you take it to the eye. Once you have done this, I'm just explaining the use of this horizontal ray. Then you can still pick the tool again, mark out your 50%, so that you know that, oh, since I'm looking forward to trade, I'll be looking for trade within this zone. So you now have there's one tool that I've not, let me go and pick the tool. I think is one arrow like that. Under call out arrow. Let me add this arrow. It means we have our premium zone. We look forward to sell. I'm changing the color to red. Then we have our discount zone. We look forward to buy. We look forward to buy. Let me change this to blue. So it means on our discount zone, we'll be buying. Here you get. So if market tap into your discount zone, you'll be looking forward to buy from the discount zone. Then you mark out your demand zone. That is where all these tools will become useful. Then we have another demand zone here. We're almost coming to the end of the class. I'll drop the recording on how I set up the Deriv for currency pair. Here's another demand zone. And you can see the market tap into the demand zone here, respected it, and the market is going up now. So if you are looking to buy, you now place your short position from this particular zone. Why is this not picking? You pick your long position, and your TP will become this high. Bros, trading is not simple. Once you start playing around this thing and you know how to harmonize your tools, you know that